Everyone, today we are going to see our class revision 8th science friction natural phenomena, and that is what is that friction. Friction, it means whatever the force that come and the relevant the things, how we stop, how we check, that is the friction. Further, the natural phenomena, it means whatever the things made by the nature, such as the lightning, earthquake and the volcanic eruption and various things holding on our nature and the land. So what is that we are going to see, that is one by one. So that's first we are going to see what is the force of the friction. Friction is a force which the resist the path of the any movement, that is called the friction. In the all type of the surface like the solid, liquid and the air offer the force of the friction. Friction force always apply in the opposite direction. Whence the come anything, thence the come the friction, and it's ever we put either the press on the opposite direction. Friction force always apply opposite direction of the movement, and friction is applied when the two surface in contact move relative to each other. Example, a moving wheel on the ground stops after covering a certain distance because surface of ground offer the opposite direction friction to the surface of wheel in the motion. That is the example of the friction resist sliding. How it is happening? Once we push on the wheel, so wheel rolled forward and friction resist the sliding, it means the opposite side, and we push the wheel this side, and opposite side we push here the resistance, that is the create, that is the here the generate the friction. And after applying brakes to a moving bike, once go through a bike and we apply the brakes on that, and the surface of the breakers offer the friction on the road. Once we go, we see there is the various type of the stoppers, either the breakers and of the surface of moving wheel, and the bicycle stop because of force of the friction. Generally, gently push, either the pull, push a book on a table, gently we slide that book onto the table, such as it is a surface, and gently I push it. What happen? It not go the downside, but here the few the restrictions are here. Here on the path the few the friction generate, and due to this the rough surface the friction generate. Now further we are going to see the further the factors affecting the friction. What was that? The factors. That factors are the friction. Friction is caused by the various the factors. What is that factors? We are going to see one by one. First, friction is caused by the irregular surface on the two surface is into the contact. Second, even though the surface which appear very smooth but the microscopic, it means the very tiny, and view show those the irregularities, and when this surface come into the contact, the irregularities of the surface get the interlocked. We have to apply force to remove the interlocking a surface produce friction when it slides or roll over another surface. It is roll another the other surface. Friction force will increase with increase in weight. As weight increase in irregularity between the surface get the interlocked, and this the condition tightly the interlock because of the pressure, and the surface offers more resistance of the friction. Example, it is easier to dragging a mat when the nobby is sitting on it than a person is sitting on it, because of friction increase with the increase in the weight also. Now the rough surface offer more friction of the force. How much types of the friction? Friction, first we are going to see the various types. This friction come into the action when a surface slide over the another surface and the resist it. And motion is called the sliding friction. What is called that? That is called the sliding friction. Suppose it is the surface and whence with the press the anything and whence it's the slide here, that is called the sliding friction. Motion is called the sliding friction. Example of the sliding of book or the box over the ground, that is the example of that. Here this is the surface and whence the motion here, so it's change direction, that is the friction. Now further we are going to see the various type of the things about the friction. Second is the rolling friction. This friction comes into the action when a surface roll over another the surface, resist its motion, it is called the rolling friction. Rolling friction is smaller than the sliding friction, and due to this rolling over the ground, it is easier than to slide. That is why it's easily slide. Friction is a necessary evil. Friction is necessary, but it's a evil. So why the friction is a necessary evil? Now here we are going to see that friction is necessary evil because it has both harmful and the beneficial application effect. How the harmful, how the beneficial, both the case today we are going to discuss here one by one. So example, we can walk easily because the ground offer the friction. In the less friction, walking situation become almost impossible. Therefore friction is necessary. Even a simple task like walking, it is difficult to task to move on a wet muddy track or the wet marble floor. This is because this friction offer the very grooves on them, and grooved soles give more friction to the ground. That is why all the players such as football teams, such as cricket, all the whatever the present the games, that the players wear the spike shoes due to the grip, and due to that grip they won't be fall. That is why mostly use that. And the tire of the vehicle have the treads for the better grip over the road, and it provide the friction to the surface of the road. Friction can also produce the heat also, and vigorously rub your palm together for a few minutes, such as I am rubbing here, and here the generate the friction. And now further, writing with the pen is possible because the paper provide friction to the tip of the pen, and when a machine is operated, heat generated cause much wastage of the energy. Here the increase the friction. How the increase the friction? Friction is desirable in the some situation. How it is? Friction is necessary for us, therefore friction is increased to accomplish some of the important task. What is the task of that? Now here we have seen the various type of the examples. First, the tread tires of the vehicles increasing the friction, and vehicle can tread tires provide the more friction which give the better grip to the tires on the road. Now further, sole of the shoes are also the treated to increase the friction. That is why our sole, it's not remain the rough, it's have due few grooves, and that is why due to this grooves we won't be fall, and we easily can walk onto the road. And the javelin thrower rubs in some powder on his palm and to get the better grip to javelin, and the kabaddi player also rub their hands with the soil for the better grip. So that is the examples of the friction. Now here we are going to see the reduction of the friction. In some situation friction is undesirable and we need to reduce it, and with the help of the lubricant hence we can reduce the friction lubricant and thin layer over the surface and facilitate the smooth movement. Now further we are going to see the things. This is the lubricant in the engine of the vehicle. Use the lubricant increasing the efficiency as parts are not rubbed directly each other because of thin layer of the lubricant. Now further, in many machines and the graphite powder, oil and the grease are used as the lubricant and for reducing the friction. And few drop of oil are poured on the harness of the door. It is the hinge, whatever the door's hinge for the reducing the friction, and the door moves smoothly. That is why. Otherwise, suppose we don't pour the oil, then they create the few type of the noise. And while applying carom, sprinkle here the fine powder over it, reduce the friction. So it is the friction. We had seen the different type of the friction. Now let's see towards the fluid friction. What is the fluid friction? Gases and liquid are generally known as the fluid, and similar to solid fluid also provide friction. The friction of fluid increase with the speed of object in moving through it, the speed of the fluid, and due to that the object which are made to move further and are made the streamlined shape to reduce the friction. What is the streamline shaped? Where is the body? That is the body of the fish. So this type of the fish, here's the narrow, then again the broad, again the narrow, and this streamlined face, that is why this shape the fish can swim into the water. The plane, either the bird, can fly into the sky. Why is it possible? Due to the shape of the streamline. Our body is not streamline shape, that is why we won't be able to fly into the sky. And here the friction force afforded by the fluid is called the drag. This is the example of the aeroplane, bird, fish and various type of the fly creatures. Now further here we are going to see our next chapter, that name is the chemical effects. Chemical effects of the electric current. Students, once in any type of the liquid, once we pass the electricity, either the current in that, what will happen? There we can see the two situation. It may be the current can flow, either the not flow. Suppose can flow, that is the good conductor. This liquid is the good conductor. Suppose it is not flow, so it is the bad conductor. This solution is bad conductor. So now here we are going to discuss various things, how and what type of the effects we see here. What is that type of the effects? Now here we see one by one. First, the electric current. What is the electric current? The flow of electron in any material is termed as an electric current. Such as this, the electric flow. How it is the electrons, it is the flow here one by one into the same direction. Good conductor of electricity. The material which allow the current to pass through them are known as the good conductor. Example are copper and the aluminium. It is the example of the good conductor. Now further, the conductor metals. It is the conductor metals, and that metal is this is the metal, and here is the passing the electricity. So that is the good conductor of the electricity. Now the poor conductor of the electricity, the material which do not allow the current to pass through them are also known as the poor conductor, and they also called the insulator. An example are glass and plastic, that is the insulator of the current. And this is the iron, this is the ruler, and it is made by the iron, its material is iron. So here it is the good conductor of the electricity. And Further, we have the various examples such as the plastic bags, poor conductors of the electricity. Once we take any tester device to test, it's that the particular material allows electric current to pass through it, either the not. So it is the good conductor because in the system the pass the current, and here is the glow the bulb. That is why we come to know that here is the passing into the properly order the current. It is the poor conductor. Why the poor conductor? Here is the current is not flowing. Why the not flowing? Because here is the the connection conductivity, that series is not proper. So this bulb is not glowing, and that is why how we can check it, how we come to know it is the good conductor, either it is the bad conductor. By the we test, then we come to know it is the good conductor, either the bad conductor. Now further we are going to see the further what happen the conductivity into the liquid. Here we seen into the electricity. Now here we are going to see into the liquid, in upside case the solid. Now here we are going and proceeding towards the liquid. A tester can be used to check if the liquid is conducting or the non-conducting. It means the by that we come to know it is the conducting, either the not conducting. And to check if the liquid is conducting or not, connect the liquid between the two ends of the tester by completing the connection of the circuit properly. If the bulb in the tester glow, and it means the liquid is conducting, and but if does not glow, then it means liquid is not conducting. Now further we are going to see the most liquid that the conduct the electricity are solution of the acid, base and the salt. In the lemon juice, testing conduction of the electricity in the liquid. Now heating effect of the current. The heating effect of current is responsible for the glowing of the bulb. Now further we are going to see to test whether the substance is conducting or not using the heating effect. When current pass through the bulb, the filament gets heated and to a high temperature. As a result, bulb start the glowing. But if current is very small, it is not the properly amount, it is very small, and the small, then the filament will not get the heated to a high temperature and so will not glow. And suppose it is amount is much, then it will be glow. Now further we are going to see the heating effect. What is the heating effect of the electric current for the glowing bulb? It's need the lead. Lead means the light emitting diodes, and LEDs can be used to detect the various type of the weak currents, and their filament does not require much temperature to the glow, and they have two terminals called the anode and the cathode. In the length of the anode, lead is slightly longer than the cathode length. Cathode is the smaller, anode is the longer length, and on the hand cathode lead is shorter and is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Now further we are going to see it was the heating effect of the bulb. Now especially we talk about the lead, magnetic effect of current. The magnetic effect of current is responsible for the deflection, and in magnetic compass, when the current pass nearby it, and it can detect weak current. Now to test whether substance is conducting or the not conducting, magnetic effect. For a closed circuit, when the current passes nearby to the magnetic needle, and if the deflection is observed in the needle, then it means that the substance is conducting, otherwise it is the not conducting. And due to the magnetic effect, we can come to know it is the deflected, either the needle not deflected. Now further we are going to see the magnetic compass. Tester by using the magnetic compass. Take the tray from inside a blank match box. Wrap an electric wire a few times around this tray what we took. Insert a small compass needle inside it. Now connect one free end to the wire to the terminal of the battery and leave the other end free. Take another piece of wire and connect it to the other terminal of the battery. Now here we are going to see the tester by using the magnetic compass. Join the free ends of the two wire, that is the momentarily. How? The compass needle should show the deflection. How the compass needle show the deflection? Now our tester and with the two free ends of the wire is ready. And touch the both ends of the tester to any substance to check whether the substance is conducting and the electricity or not. If the deflection is observed in the needle, then it means the substance is conducting, otherwise it is the non-conducting. And the tap water. Now here what is the conducting and which type of the liquid is non-conducting. As we know, the water is the good solvent. So the tap water, here we are going to talk about the tap water. The water obtained from the various sources like the river, well, tap, etc. And it is not its purest form. And it contains many impurities also it have, and these impurities include the different salt too. As a result of this salt, the tap water becomes a good conductor of the electricity. Now the distilled water, we are going to see the distilled water. It is the purest form of water and does not contain any kind of the impurities in it. Hence it is a poor conductor of the electricity. Now further we are going to see the distilled water. We can check the conductivity of tap water or distilled water and via the magnetic tester. Further, the chemical effect of electric current, electrode. These are the conducting materials through which current enters or leave the substance. Types of electrode. Positive electrode, it is the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and it is also known as the anode. Negative electrode, it is the electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. It is also known as the cathode. And there can be various chemical effect observed on the passing electric current depending on the types of solution and the electrode. Formation of gas bubble, how they make the gas bubble, what the formation, what's the composition of that. A British chemist named William Nicholas performed an experiment. What is that experiment? That is showing that if the current is passed through the water, then the bubble of oxygen and hydrogen were also produced. And the oxygen bubble will present on the positive electrode and the hydrogen bubble on the negative electrode. And due to this, the passage of electric current through a conducting solution and cause the chemical reaction. As a result, the bubble of gas may be formed on the electrode. So here we can see how they produce the various type of things. Now the deposition of metal may be visible on the electrode or the color of the solution might change. Now the electroplating. What is the electroplating? The process using which layer of some metal is deposited on the another metal, another layer. By using electricity, this process is known as the electroplating. Experiment, we need take the any copper sulfate, two copper sulfate plate of the same size, and take the one distilled water in the dry beaker and dissolve 2 teaspoon of the copper sulfate in it. Add a few drop of the dilute sulfuric acid into copper sulfate solution to make it more the connect the copper plates into the terminal of battery and immerse them in the copper sulfate solution. So what happened here? Connect the circuit as shown into the figure. Here is the figure, it means it is given into the book. Now, when the current is allowed to pass through the copper sulfate solution, then the solution will separate into the copper and sulfate form, and this kind of transfer is known as the electroplating. Now further we are going to see the applications of electroplating. We use mostly the car parts, straps, burners, and various the jewelry and the chromium, which is the lustrous, various things, silver and the gold deposit on the cheaper material by the jewelers. An iron case can electroplate on the tins. Zinc is deposit on the iron used for the construction of the bridges, vehicle, etc. by the electroplating. Now further the chapter that's name is the some natural phenomena. What is happening? Some natural phenomena, in that wind, storm, cyclone and the eruption of the volcano, earthquake, lightning, various example of the natural phenomena. So today we are going to see what is that. Here we will discuss the various type of natural thing. First, the electrically natural status of the matter. Most of substance are the electrically natural state according to base of atomic structure, and the atom is made up of the electron, proton and the neutron, and the electron is the negative charge, proton has the positive charge, and there is no charge on the neutron. Now charging by the rubbing. Sometimes when we think the rub, then create the charging. So which type of the charging are here? When two objects are rubbed with each other, electron may get transfer from one another object, and if an object loses some electron, this object becomes the positive charge. If an object gain the electron, and this object become negative charged, and the transfer of charge is responsible for the electricity in the various static electricity, and is the main reason of the lightning. Due to this holding the lightning. Examples: when a plastic comb is rubbed with the dry hair, it acquires small charges. When a plastic refill is rubbed with the polythene, and it acquires a small electric charge. When we rub plastic scale on our dry hair, the scale can attract a very small piece of the paper. How it is possible? Due to the charging. Due to the charging, here creates the few charge the various the positive and negative charges, and due to that it is possible. And as we know that the two type of charges we have, that is the positive charges and the negative. Some more example of the static electricity by the rubbing, that is types of charges and their interaction. It is shown into this activity. By this activity, what is this activity? This activity is that once we attract to the negative charges, one is the positive, opposite charges, one is positive, one is the negative, that attracts each other, and once we keep together, join together the two type of the same charges, positive, that never be attract. Only the different charges, same charges, that is not attract, but unlike charges, they ever the attract to each other. This is shown by this the activity with the balloons, and it is the repeated here 2-3 times. And further is the more activity, that is close together charge object with the made of the same material and rub the same things. Here also the repulsion, either the attraction we will see. And rub or refill a place is gently glass tumbler and bring inflate charge balloon, and balloon rubbed with a balloon cloth near the refill. So here we can see that. Now observe that the charge of different kind attract each other, either it may be not attract, they repel each other. And from above we can say there are the two types of the charges, positive and negative. Same charge repel each other and different charges attract each other. Transfer of charges and the earthing. It is the electroscope. It is a picture of the simple electroscope, and this is also the electroscope. It's have the positive charge, it have the positive charge, here have the negative charge. So what happen with his, here the we charge or refill by clip, we observe that they repel and each other, and now we touch other charge body with the end of the paper clip. The foil strip behave in the same way. In this case, the aluminum foil strip receive the same kind charge from the charge refill through the paper clip, and metal are good conductor of electricity and repel each other, and they become wide open. Such a device can be used to test whether an object is carrying charge or not, and this device is known as the electroscope, and this device, this picture is called the electroscope. Now the earthing, what is that? Electric charge can be transferred from a charged object to the another through a metal conductor, and when we touch the end of the clip and gently with the hand, we will find that the foil strip of the electroscope come back to their original state, and we repeat charging of foil strip and the touching the paper clip, we will find the various things. Now this process of transferring of charge from the charge object to the other, and this is called the earthing. And the lightning, what is the lightning? It is also, students, a natural phenomena. Lightning is bright streak of the light, and during a thunderstorm, with the sound of the thunder, the transfer of the charge from the cloud to cloud, either from cloud to earth, is called the lightning. And in the simple words, lightning is a electric spark which happen on a large scale in the sky by the vigorous movement of the air current upwards. When it goes upwards, then it's create, and the water droplet goes the downside, and upwards goes the current, and it goes the downside. Now the story of the lightning, what is that? Now we are going to see that during forming of a thunderstorm, the air current move upward and the water droplet move the downwards, and due to this vigorous movement, the result in separation of charges in the cloud and from this the generated charges. So how it is? When accumulation of charge become very heavy, air is very bad conductor of the electricity, and under normal environment is no longer able to resist their flow. In the result, the electric charge transfer to the ground and produce streak of the bright light and the sound across the sky. This process is called an electric discharge. So sometime it is charge, sometime it is the discharge. Now here we can see this is the process of the lightning, positive charges and the negative charges here, and due to that the lightning are the spiking. Now the danger of the lightning, what is the danger of the lightning? Lightning can damage house, building, trees, human beings and various the thing. It can also the human life also, property and the animals, and not only this only the thing, while the other things also it can damage. What should we keep the safety to lightning? By that precaution, during lightning and thunderstorm, no open place is safe. A house or a building is safe place. First sound of the thunder is an alert to rush to a safer place. After hearing the last thunder, we should wait for some time before coming out of the safer place, safer zone. that is the lightning safety. It is called the lightning safety. Now further we are going to see the what should we do and don'ts during the thunderstorm. Outside the home, what should we do? Open the vehicles, whatever like the motorcycle, tractor and the constructor machine and open cars are not safe during the lightning. And in upper field, the tall tree, shelter, parks and elevated place, and do not protest us from the lightning stroke. We should take shelter under the shorter trees. And carrying the umbrella with the metallic handle is not good idea of the during the thunderstorm. Stay away from the poles, either the any type of the metal object. We should keep it away from that. Now further we are going to see in open area, if we do not find the place to the height, do not lie on the ground. In a steep place, your hands on your knees with your head between the hands. In this position will vacuum the smallest target to be the struck. Inside the house, what should we do? We should do the lighting. That time we remain the inside the house. What the safety we should take? What the precaution we should keep that time? Lightning can strike telephone cords, electrical wires, metal pipes during a thunderstorm. Contact with these should be the avoided. And the electrical appliance like the computer, TV should be the unplugged. Electrical lightning can remain on, they do not cause the harm then. Now we are talking about the lightning conductor. What is the lightning conductor? Lightning conductor, this is the device which protect a building from the lightning damage. It composed of the vertical metallic rod which is taller than the building, is installed in the wall of the building. The base of the metallic rod is attached to the thick metallic wire in which goes very deep inside the earth. When the lightning strikes, electric charge goes to the lightning conductor and then it goes to the earth. The vertical metallic rod provides easy route for the transfer of the electric charge to the ground. So that is shown here, the lightning conductor. It's the lightning conductor and it is the copper plates. Whatever the lightning come, it goes the downside into the earth, and the lightning, that is the rod, that is the wire, and that is the ground rod that catch all the lightning on that, and it goes directly to the downwards into the earth, and without damage our building remain the safe, and whatever the people remain inside, they also remain the safe. Earthquake, sudden shaking, either the trembling of the earth which lasts for a very short period is called the earthquake. It is caused by the disturbance deep inside the earth crust. Cause of earthquake, what type of the causes have the earthquake? The tremors are the caused by the disturbance deep down inside the uppermost layer of the earth called the crust. As we know, what is the crust, what is the mantle, what is the core? As we know, an earthquake mostly come upside, we feel the crust, and the earth crust is made up of the several pieces of the landmass, and these are called the tectonic plates, and these plates are in the continual into the motion. So this is the plates picture, this is the colliding, this is the brushing past. Now further we are going to see the boundaries of tectonic plates. Earthquake are more likely to occur, and that is especially happen into the Himalayas, especially into the Gangetic Plain, and high risk of the getting here the vibration by the earthquake. In the seismograph, what is the seismograph? Now seismograph is a device which the records of the seismograph wave. What is that wave? Now here we are going to see that which type of that things. Now further we are going to see that is case of earthquake, the oscillator begin of the vibrates and this create the vibrator in the writing device start, and this is the seismograph. By we know the various the range of the Richter scale, what is the wavelength of the earthquake. Power of an earthquake is expressed in the term of magnitude on a scale called the Richter scale. This scale was developed in 1935 by the Charles Richter in the Gutenberg of the California Institute of the Technology. What is the damage due to the earthquake? Earthquake can cause immense damage to building, bridge, dam and people. In the earthquake can cause flood, landslide and the tsunami. Now further we are going to see, this is the Kashmir earthquake's picture I brought for you. During the earthquake shaking the earth, and due to this the trembling the earth, these things happen, all the buildings the collapsed. What the protection against the earthquake? People should be aware where you hang wall clocks, photo frames, watches on, so that during earthquake they do not fall on the people. The use of mud and the timber is better than the heavy construction. The building should be designed so that can withstand the major tremors, and during the earthquake at home, at outdoors, we should keep the various type of the precautions. In an open area, we should try to move away from the building and trees and overhead power lines and the other structures. If we are in a car, either the bus, do not come out and ask the driver to drive slowly, and clear spot, do not come out till the tremendous stop. So this was the revision to various chapters. Kindly you do also see this thing and try to learn and understand this thing. Thank you.